we're going to talk about printers. And by we, I mean I. So, if you guys don't love printers, you will by the end of this. Now, check this out. Hello? Okay. I have a real big love and hate relationship with printers. Here, let's go a little basis. What are we talking about? You got 3D, you have inkjet, you have LED, you have laser. So many different kinds of printers. How did we get here, guys? Let's talk about the OG, the printing press. This is called the Gutenberg. It was made around the 1450s. As you see that, that's a crazy guy. He made books widely accessible. You used to have to do like one at a time, just stamping. And then this, mass production. Do not ask me how it works. To me, it looks like you got this big stamp. It goes. That's the best explanation I can give you. This guy is a trendsetter, literally. Johannes Gutenberg. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Big trendsetter. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at that hair he's got there. He's got a lot of hair right there. I think that's where a lot of his creativity was coming from. That's how he was able to mass produce these books. But from then, we saw mass printing spread across the earth. Italy got it next, as you can see here on this little graph I've got. And then France, and then Hungary, and then Poland, and then the UK, and then eventually the rest of the world. So, really made waves, huge trendsetter. He's like the water bottle of today, you know? New printing methods were developed. Pioneers in the industry over here. Who am I talking about? The Xerox, first one, 1938. It was created by Chester Carlson. Xerography utilizes dry ink, such as toner, which through an electrically charged photoconductor coated metal plate and flashes of light cause the dry ink to adhere to a drum. The drum then rolls over the paper, and this leaves the ink as well as the copied image on the surface. So this is like Xerox printing. You really don't encounter it nowadays, but it's also referred to as dry writing. So it's one of the very first like big methods developed. The laser printing came next in the late 1960s. Gary Starkweather. You beam the information onto a drum inside the printer, which then builds up a pattern of static electricity. This attracts a dry powder called toner onto the paper, which is then fused using heat rollers. Thanks, Brother UK, for that information. All this other information, I believe, is from inkjet. But Starkweather came up with laser printing, and I'm a big fan of laser printing, actually. It's kind of cool. And then inkjet printing. Who made it? I don't know. There's a few different people, but not like a specific person. So to not highlight one specific person, I was just going to say we all did it. We all did it together, you and I. 1970s, you heat up the ink, and then it's efficiently and evenly applied to the desired printing surface. Not as cool as xerography or laser printing, but you know what? Whatever works. And then when there is good, you will find evil. If you've lived on Earth, you'll know this. Home printers are an amazing idea. You no longer need to go to a store or somewhere else to make them. And you can just do it from the privacy of your own home. You can print whatever you want. But I think you should only purchase it if you really hate yourself. And I would suggest never buying at full retail price. You have places like Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, random people you find on the streets, in coffee shops, randos, absolute strangers. And I don't think they're priced adequately. Yeah. Let's talk about Canon. It's a Japanese multinational corporation in Tokyo, founded August 10th of 1937. It's originally known for cameras, as you probably know them, and they expanded to printers in 1985. So this is their very first printer, actually, the BJ80 bubble jet printer. As you can see, it was launched in 1985. And They say, in an experiment conducted during that time, the tip of a soldering iron came into contact with a syringe and needle containing ink, causing ink droplets to spurt out of the tip of the needle. This incident led to various experiments and tests, which in turn resulted in the creation of Canon's proprietary inkjet technology that uses the heat from a heater to eject ink droplets. In October of 1977, the company submitted a basic patent application for the world's first thermal inkjet, so that bubble jet printer I just showed you. This laid the foundation for future inkjet printers, and that's how we're here today. I think this is amazing. Again, another form of trendsetters. I really like this. Oh, I guess we get the information. No, okay, so sorry. I forgot to fix the transitions. This is where we're at now with Canon. As you can see, this, I'm sure, very lovely printer to work with is $1,299 US in this economy. This is why I say don't buy a full retail price, because you could probably find this guy for a lot cheaper elsewhere. However, if you have the money and you don't want to be bothered with looking, please go for it. And then I want to show you, so another reason I really like Canon is they put in the work with their advertising. I need you guys to look at this guy. Don't sue me, guys. Don't copyright me, Canon. Oh man. Okay. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? They went crazy with that marketing, that advertising. So this is like their latest model they're putting out. It's the Canon Vario Print IX 1700 sheet-fed inkjet press. I think it's coming out this year, but I could be wrong. I want it. Am I ever gonna have room for something like this? Am I ever gonna actually use it? Probably not. But that thing is large. That thing looks like it prints well. They really sold me with that ad. People need to step it up like that. Amazed. Let's look at another company though. Epson. They're another Japanese company, multinational electronics, founded May 18th of 1942. They've got some classics like these. I didn't find anything as amazing as Canon. I don't know if I can really be wowed as much by history. But let's move on to the horrors. I don't like HP. I don't. I've had my issues with my own home HP printers. But this all-in plan where you have to pay to print is just ridiculous. It's like just buying ink in itself is a ton of money. And now they want me to have a monthly subscription. No. I will never shop HP. I used to, not anymore. They put this in and I said, no, cannot support that. They want more money than the other companies, I think. At the very least, based off of this. I wouldn't recommend it. Go with Canon. But if you have the money, I would go with Kyocera. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Okay, let me tell you why I love this. I've only had one encounter with it before, and I didn't even look into it past this physical encounter. It printed all of my documents and then stapled them for me. And it was a perfect alignment. There was no issue with the printing at all, and I can connect to the printer really easily. I'm obsessed. I love it. I have no problems with it. And I am positive that if anything were to happen with it, the instruction manual would be more than enough to help me fix it. I'm so convinced. I'm obsessed with this guy. The Kyocera. Love, love, love. Let me talk about my experience a little bit more. I've had Canon, HP, and Epson. I've had both laser and inkjet. I don't know which combinations anymore. I've owned many printers in my lifetime. A lot of them love to jam. A lot of them. I had one printer basically break on me because not only did it keep jamming, but it kept having these printer ink balls. You know what I mean? Like the ink in these inkjets will just condense into a very, very like tough marble kind of guy. And it'll get stuck in there. And I have to tear it apart to find it. And by that point, I'm too upset, too frustrated the fact that I had to do that. Out the door, give me another one. But secondhand. Secondhand's better. I recently got a secondhand one. It's good. It works. Zero problems. Zero problems. I've also spent quite a bit of money on printers, so my bank account likes to like that. So, fortunately, if I had the money to afford a Kyocera, I would never have to do it again. It'd be an investment. Okay. Thank you for listening to me just go on about printers. If you want more specific information, I can make it a lecture series. That would be so funny. Will I buy another printer in 2025? Yeah, probably. Probably. I love them. Is it going to be industrial? Wholly depends on the square footage of my home. I could live in a mountain for all, you know. Maybe I will get that crazy large Canon one. You don't know me. I'll probably get just like a cute home printer one. I like the idea of the little printers that kind of print out like Polaroids, but I don't think they're good. They seem a bit too good to be true. And I like to keep them high quality. But the idea's there, and I think another company could go in and do it better. And maybe if they put in more money than they want to, then it'll come out like that. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys learned a lot. I'll catch you on my next rant.